I Can't Even with these monsters! I Can't Even is a series of card games that all share one rule. The highest odd-numbered score wins. This edition features 7 fun new monsters to add to your game. To set up a game, shuffle all of your I Can't Even cards together and deal a hand to each player. 9 for 2 to 5 players, 8 for 6 players. Each player also begins with 10 points. The area in front of each player is called their pit. The area where they keep scoring cards is called their bank. Each round of play is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is done simultaneously by all players. Choose a card from your hand and place it face down into your pit. Then choose another card and place it face up in your pit. Make sure all other players can see your face-up card. In the second phase, players each take 1 turn. The player with the fewest points takes the first turn. If tied, the older player takes the first turn. Turns pass to the left. On your turn, you must choose 1 card from an opponent's pit. Take it into your hand of cards. If you take a face-down card, keep that card hidden from the other players as you add it to your hand. This phase may leave players with no cards in their pit. The third phase is done simultaneously by all players. Reveal any face-down cards you have in your pit, and move all of the cards from your pit to your bank. Keep cards in your bank visible to all players. Cards in this edition have bank effects. You must resolve this effect after the card enters your bank. It only resolves once with no further effect. Score, highlighted in blue, means you add points. Lose, highlighted in red, means you subtract points. Players cannot have fewer than 0 points. Most card effects target only you, unless otherwise noted on the card. The Amalgam likes variety. When you bank this, score 1 per different type of monster in your bank. In this example, Amalgam scores you 3 points because there are 3 types of monster in your bank. The blob keeps doubling. When you bank this, score 1 for a first blob in your bank, 2 for a second, 4 for a third, 8 for a fourth, 16 for a fifth, 32 for a sixth, and 64 for a seventh. In this example, you score 4 points because it's the 3rd blob in your bank. The ghost is shy. When you bank this, lose 3 if this was face up in your pit, or score 3 if this was face down in your pit. In this example, the card on the left is a face down ghost. It scores you 3 points. The face up ghost on the right costs you 3 points. The Ichthid seeks a mate. When you bank this, score 0 for a first Ichthid. You score 5 for each consecutive Ichthid thereafter. In this example here, you score 5 points because you banked an Ichthid in the previous round. If you bank 2 Ichthids in the same round, you score 5 for each, regardless of if you banked an Ichthid the previous round. The mummy strengthens with age. When you bank this, score 1 in round 1, 2 in round 2, 3 in round 3, 4 in round 4, 5 in round 5, 6 in round 6, and 7 in round 7. In this example, it's the 5th round, so this mummy is worth 5 points. The vampire is nice at first, then betrays you. When you bank this, score 3, then all other players lose 1 per vampire in their bank. In this example, you and Beth bank vampires this round. You both score 3 points. You then lose 1 point because Beth banked a vampire and you now have 1 in your bank. Beth loses 2 points because you banked a vampire and she now has 2 in her bank. Kat didn't bank a vampire, but she loses 2 points because you and Beth each banked a vampire and she has 1 in her bank. The werewolf likes a pack. When you bank this, score 1 per face-up werewolf in any bank. In this example, the werewolf scores you 4 points because there are now 4 face-up werewolves across all players' banks. The game ends after the end of the 7th round. The player with the highest odd-numbered score is the winner. If no one has an odd score, then the highest even score wins. In case of ties, the tied players share victory. Thanks for watching. For more fun games, visit smartplaygames.com.